These are the 4 big mistakes that held me back from making 10K per month with my online coaching business based off of YouTube. So, the first and biggest thing that held me back was having no specific niche. So, when I first started posting about a year ago exactly, I was just posting anything in the general self improvement, anything from talking to girls, meditation, making money online. There was no general unified niche and problem that my channel was solving. So if you came to my channel, it was constantly all these different things and topics. So maybe you got value from getting girls, and then you just saw something about make money that you don't really care about because it's just such a disorganized YouTube channel across the board. So when I specifically started to go into the 3 categories of social skills, girls, and fitness, then my channel started to grow a little more. I started to cultivate an audience around those, self-improvement aspects. And then once I really unified into just a dating channel, that's when things became so much different because my content became bingeable. And this is a huge thing that you really got to focus on when you're making a YouTube channel and you're trying to sell a coaching program is bingeable content, meaning that someone watches one video and they're like, "Oh wow, this is great." And then they go on your channel and they see a bunch of others all in unison with that same topic that they can binge to get a bunch of information around it instead of seeing like make money online, meditate. They're like, well, how does this tie into how does this guy gonna help me? So that's the first thing that I would have done different from the start. I don't know where I would be now, but it would probably be way more than at the time of this recording, 5,800 subscribers. I'd probably be at 10 or even 15K if I had a unified YouTube channel from the start and I just decided to do dating coaching when I first started posting. Now, the next thing is expecting people to book calls on their own. See, in today's day and age, so many people are trying to be online coaches. Maybe 3 to 5 years ago, you could have gotten away with a Calendly book a funnel call and expected people just to book in calls because of your content. But nowadays, there is so much saturation, so much competition in every single niche that there is no way that you can expect people to book calls to the point where you're going to make a sustainable business when you're a small channel. Maybe when you're a really big channel, you got 20, 50, 100K. Yeah, the book a call funnel would work for you. But when you're just getting started out, that is not going to be a reliable and sustainable funnel for you to actually make money. And the next one is going to be not optimizing for YouTube organic traffic and also not allowing the algorithm to work. So the algorithm goes back to the niche. This is a super important reason why you need to be niched in one category, because when you do, you allow YouTube to actually find the audience that it wants to reach. So if you're constantly posting across the board like I was for the first 6 months of my channel, YouTube is struggling to find who to push this content to. And then 3 months after I unified my channel to be a dating coaching, I got my first viral video. So who knows how much sooner that could have come if I had just started being unified and allowing the algorithm to find which people are actually going to resonate with the content instead of constantly just making content across the board that YouTube was never able to figure out who to push it to. And then really learning YouTube. So after 6 months and not really having too much success, I decided to invest in a YouTube coach. This was someone who was starting a business. They believed in my mission and they helped me out. So it was actually one of the best things I ever done. And he really taught me everything about thumbnails, titles, how to structure a video. These were such important aspects that I had no clue about when I was first getting started that made my content a little bit less effective in terms of delivering the message, being something that people actually want to watch, being clickable so that people will actually click the video in the first place. So these were all things that I learned. It took me about 5 months of working with this YouTube coach to learn how to choose titles that are actually clickable, how to make good thumbnails that people want to click on once again, how to structure the intro so that it validates the video and keeps people hooked, how to make there's so many different styles of content that you can make, but ones that will go viral and people want to keep watching throughout. So there's so many different things that I learned from working with him that allowed me to grow on YouTube even further. So you really want to learn YouTube and understand how you're actually going to be able to grow your audience and get more organic traffic. Because even at 5,800 subscribers and getting thousands of views sometimes on my videos, traffic is still the biggest bottleneck for me. I now have my sales and marketing systems in place. if I was getting 10 to 20,000 views per video, let's say, my business would be 10x where it is right now. So this is going to be one of the key factors, is being able to cultivate an organic audience from just the content you create. Not having to use ads is so powerful, and it creates an audience of people who like and trust you, instead of just shoving your advertisement in front of a bunch of people's face where they don't really know you, they don't care about you. Now you're cultivating an audience of people who really like and trust you. And now we'll go on to the last point, which is not having a proper funnel. So I honestly thought that the Calendly Book a Call funnel was the best funnel that you could use. I had no clue how bad it was until I learned from a YouTube business coach who I invested with that you can use a lead magnet, give away something for free, and then collect someone's phone number and email. And this serves two purposes. One, you can phone set, get people on the phone as soon as they enter their information, and convince them to take that sales call with you. This was the thing that absolutely changed my business the second I implemented it. The next month I went on to make 9K. So literally from 0 to 9K, all because I started hopping on the phone with people. And then the other thing you're doing is you're able to build an email list. So now after like a couple months, I've actually got, I think, 1,800 leads who are in an email list that I'm able to nurture through email marketing, which I wasn't capturing that entire time. So there was times where I was getting thousands of views on my videos early on, like 3 months in, when I was just starting to get some traction, to like 6 months. There was some videos that would get like thousands of views and nothing would come out of it, where at least I would have gotten someone's email. I could have gotten them onto the email list. I could have captured the phone number and I could have talked to them. You know how many more sales I would have made throughout this journey? I probably would have made so much more. I mean, even when I was really small, I probably would have made some decent money if I was just capturing leads throughout the process. I wasn't capturing any leads. There was nowhere that I was kind of obtaining the traffic that I was cultivating through views. So the attention I garnered was basically just coming and going, whereas now I was actually able to do something with the attention, capture it, and make it mine that I can work off of and turn into money. So that's the biggest thing that I really want to preach to everyone who's starting a small channel, is you need to capture your audience by giving them free things. They want things. People love getting free things. So if you're giving away constant value, giving away free things, people are going to want to grab those, and then they'll give you something valuable to them, like their phone number and email, in exchange, which you can then later on convert into money to make sales for your program. So those are the things that I really wish I knew when I was first getting started, that would have allowed me to make 10K per month so much sooner. So if you're someone who's going to start a channel, you already have a channel, but you're struggling to make money from it or convert any of the attention you're garnering, then book in a free coaching call with me down below, where we can discuss how I can help you and ultimately start getting you to make money from YouTube and your online coaching business.